Well, I got this old military water pump here running today. I figured I'd do a quick video, show you guys a little bit about a Deutz engine, because this has been kind of a fun lesson for me. Being that I've been doing this for a long time, it still is, I don't get a Deutz engine in here very often. Long story short, this is an old military water pump. What had happened is that somebody had put the wrong damn belt on here. Fan was slipping, so somebody got the brilliant idea, since it was overheating because the belt was wrong, to start pumping water, since it's a water pump, over the cylinder heads, and you can imagine what happened. Long story short, I ended up having to put in 2 new cylinder heads. I went ahead and changed the head bolts in all 3, and went ahead and got it all dialed in. Some fun things to know about this is that when the belt was slipping, it's actually, the belt has a oh shit switch on it that's hooked to the Murphy system. The Murphy switch system, for those of you that don't know any better, is that it has a button up here on the dash. Get over here on the dash. You gotta hit this button and you hit the starter button. Obviously here's your shutoff. And once your engine builds oil pressure, then it'll hold the shutoff shut. If you lose oil pressure in the engine, it kills the engine. Hence, it's called Murphy's Law, Murphy's switch. Well, the whole Murphy system is fed power by a little one-way switch here. So if the belt breaks to the fan, being an air-cooled diesel engine, it won't run. Somebody decided, not only when it had the wrong belt and it shouldn't have been running, they hot-wired the dash. And then after the dash was hot-wired, then it overheated. So then we started pumping water on it, and then all hell broke loose. Points of interest on this: there isn't really any head gaskets on this. What it is, they're fire rings, like a metal, just a metal shim. And on the cylinders, you want to make sure there's like 6 different shims you can put in this particular model Deutz. Yeah, I think I got one over here. And just for the sake of the video, here you can see this right here. You can see where the notches are for the cans. These are an adjustable thickness. There isn't just one. So whatever you take out of it, put it back in there. They use these shims in between the cylinder head and the jug to adjust your valve clearance. I suppose you could adjust compression too, but I ended up having to buy 2 different sets of these to get these damn things right. Other things to know is that when there are 3 individual cylinder heads, as you could have seen from the other point, and there's also, like, here's, being a 3-cylinder, there's 6 sets of push rod holders. When you go to bolt these cylinder heads down, make sure you line all 3 heads up with a straight edge, and then it's a torque to angle, or what do they call that? It's an angle torque, kind of like an LS cylinder head. So you're going to go like I think it's like, I don't know how many Newton meters it is, but it's like around 30 foot-pounds. Then you're going to go 3 stages of 45 degrees on this particular engine, and then your final one is 30. And you're going to make sure all them bolts are turning freely, not like binding and starting. I had a lot of problems with that. Do not get the brilliant idea to put the push rod tubes in while you're torquing the cylinder heads down. Those go in after the fact. And a little bit of fun with the tubes. See if I can find where the hell I put one. Yeah, I bent the hell out of the tubes and stuff trying to do this the other way. What you can do is that the tube goes in there, and then there's a spring that holds it with a seal on either end. And you can use a Briggs & Stratton spring compressor tool to hold that spring in, and then put these tubes in after the fact. Or do what I did. You put a zip tie on the spring to hold the spring compressed, stick it in a hole, and then cut the zip tie, and then it goes right into place. So anyway, I got her figured out. Let's see if it runs here. I'm going to open the door. Let's see if I can get this thing before the camera runs out. There's a shield that goes on over the belts too, but I have that off right now. Here's a little demonstration if you've never seen a Murphy switch. You pull out the stop, see nothing's going to work until you can hear that you hit the oil bypass, and then it'll go. Once you've got oil pressure, you can let off the switch. Some guys set up their performance engines the same way off of an oil pressure switch, but for those of you guys that have never seen it. So, well, there you go. I hope you guys got something out of that. Thank you.